Well, hello everybody. Welcome to the cottage. Auntie Karen Beyond the Cards. Time for a little chit chat. Many of you know that I took a couple of days off from my main channel where I read tarot, Enchanted Cottage 333. For those of you who don't know, and I kind of made an announcement the other day that I was going to be really reevaluating some things. I knew that there were a lot of things draining my energy, but I really didn't, I kind of had to take a quick step back and get caught up on my rest and also kind of reevaluate things. And I want to talk about these retrogrades and what is really going on. And it's not just me personally, it's all of us. And that's why I'm doing this, because, you know, this is more than just me giving you an update on myself. I'm going to be real with you and use my own life example to illustrate what is going on with the Venus retrograde, the Mercury retrograde, everything that's energetically shifting. You know, I had already decided to talk about this as it relates to these retrogrades, and then I watched a couple of videos from Rose's chat channel, Fierce Tarot, but not that channel, her other channel, where she talked about this very thing and literally confirmed the decisions that I have made yesterday and day before regarding where I'm putting my energy, things being exposed in my shadow, things that I'm giving my energy to that is, you know, really not something that I need to entertain anymore. And so here's what happened for me. Well, let's just talk about the retrogrades first. All right, with the retrograde, specifically Venus retrograde, it's exposing. It is bringing things to light in everything. It is showing you who other people are. It is showing you things about yourself. It is showing you things that you need to reevaluate and change. It is showing you things in your shadow self that need to be addressed. It is showing you things that you are doing that are counterproductive, and it is like literally putting it in your face many times, where you have no choice but to ask yourself these questions. Okay. And so for me, and I've always tried to be real with you guys, and I've, you know, many of you know, we're all in this journey together. I am not about here to sit and say, I'm not about to sit here and say that I have arrived and that I have accomplished every goal and learned every single thing that I am supposed to learn in this lifetime. Were that true, I wouldn't be breathing anymore, okay? So, you know, I share sometimes as much as I can. Some of this is a little bit, you know, I'm going to be general about some of the decisions I made, because some of those decisions I feel like are best left, you know, the details are best left private. But let me give you a recap of what, you know, the decision process, you know, and this process, and I call it like an inventory, kind of a look in the mirror of where you are, what's in your bag, what are you carrying around? Okay, that's kind of what the question was for me. And what are you giving your energy to that's draining you so much? And here's what I did. And I didn't like write this stuff down. You can certainly do that if you want to. Journaling has been very effective for me in these things from time to time. But it you know, came as the result of a lot of different things, not the least of which was some input from some friends where they kind of just helped me talk through what I was already really sensing and feeling. And that is this. And Rose, I'm so thankful that she put it the way she did. That's the one thing I'm very thankful that she does. She puts it out there. And it's like this. I looked at my situations and I said, okay, I'm pulled in all these different directions, right? I have this that is something I am giving my time and energy to. And I have this, something that I have given my time and energy to. And these two things might be in my personal life, okay? We'll just leave those over there. And then I have my channel, my public channel, and I'm giving energy to that. And then I have personal readings, and I'm giving my energy to that. And then I have my side channel, Auntie Karen Beyond the Cards, which is where you are right now, and I'm giving my energy to that. And, you know, amongst all of that is, you know, my need to spend time with myself, you know, and my self-care, okay? And that can represent so many different things to many of us. You know, many of you know for me, a lot of my time in self-care is going out and spending time with my horse. I also went and had my hair done, made me feel like a lot better of a person, and I got a pedicure, okay? It can look different to different people. Really, it's whatever it works for you. Okay, that being said, here's what I looked at. You know, and quite honestly, it took me taking a step back to be able to more objectively evaluate the buckets into which I was pouring my energy, okay? And many of you know this, one of my New Year's resolutions was to take care of myself first. And if I have not taken care of myself, I don't really care who it is, what the relationship is to me, or any of that nature, be it blood or family or friend or lover or whatever, or, you know, professionally, right? I got to look at those things, right? And so my question that I asked myself when I was looking at all these different buckets that I was pouring out of my cup into, my first question was this: is my pouring into this bucket accomplishing anything? Is my decision to continue to devote energy into this bucket going to change, accomplish anything, help another person, help myself? Okay, there was a big bucket there that I was not seeing. It was the pink elephant in my living room. And the answer was, no, it's not helping the other person, and no, it's not helping me. And many of you know I made some other energetic cuts. I've cut some other energetic ties before I took this break, and that was good because those were energy drains. But this was phase 2 of the cuts, okay? And one of the things Rose talked about, I don't know, several days a week ago, she talked about cutting things out like a boss because of this Venus retrograde, and that's what I'm hoping to do. But I had a huge bucket over here that was the pink elephant in my living room that was absorbing a lot of my time, and I was not really making a difference for that person, and it certainly was not helping me. In fact, it was exhausting me and draining me, okay? And it was a huge energy vacuum and vampire, okay? If it were a situation where it would have helped anybody, the other person or myself, I may have taken a second look, but whenever I realized that there was nothing I could do to help this other person, that they're stuck on stupid, okay, and it's a family member, they're stuck on stupid, there's really nothing I can do that is going to change their behavior. They have to do that, okay? And I have proven over time that they're not going to listen to me, and there's nothing that I am doing that is helpful to them. But what it is doing is draining some of my energy that could be directed toward other places, like getting rest, for example, and making myself fresh whenever I come before you guys to do readings, okay? So then I look at bucket 2, and we'll use my daughter as an example. Is that helping her? Yes. Is it making a difference in my life? Yeah. Most of you know that's a no-brainer, okay? Then I looked at the time that I spend with my horse. That's a no-brainer because that's really me filling my cup up, right? So then I looked at my channel. Is this helping other people? Yes. Is it also helping me? Yes. Why? Because, and I've said this a lot, having this channel, and now these 2 channels, has put me in a place where personally and spiritually, I have had opportunities to learn and grow. You guys are all, I have met so many people that have helped me in ways that were beyond life-changing from a personal standpoint, not because of my channel, but me as an individual in my growth and my ascension and becoming a better person and healing and seeing things for what they are, okay? And so, you know, for all the reasons, that's a good investment of my time. So that's check, that stayed on the list. Daughter, check, stayed on the list. Personal readings, is it helping other people? Yes. Is it helping me? Yes, because I am learning from those things. I'm learning to become a more skilled energy worker and navigate the energies that come associated with some of those personal readings that are sometimes draining. So is it helping me? It's forcing me to learn, and it's helping other people. So it's a two-way street. It is equal give and take. So check personal readings made the list, with the exception of me being able to have the ability to say, okay, it's time to turn them off for a few days and put a message on my website that just says, these are booked up until the date of, whatever, right? Which is what I did the other day, which, by the way, they're now opened again on my website. That being said, so that got a tick mark and it stayed on the list. And I feel good about these things that are staying on the list, okay? And this channel. And I feel like that is helping me and helping others. I hope so. And it is opening a mechanism whereby, we can eventually do live Q&A Soul Fam chats here. And so a lot of things are being accomplished because of this channel. Now, I don't give as much energy to this channel, and I don't post daily for a number of reasons. The priority is here, but it's secondary to the other stuff that I talked about. But my question to myself is it a viable use of my energy? And that was a resounding yes. It stays on the list, right? And then I looked at other things that were absorbing my energy, keeping my house clean, doing my laundry. Okay, I got to do that stuff because it helps me, okay? And it helps me keep my sanity, for me to keep my energy clear around me. I can't stand when my house gets in a wreck and the energies, that's just me, but it really is disruptive to my energy and the flow of my house, okay? And so that is one of the things that this retrograde has forced me to do. It has also exposed some other people in my life who were energy vampires, who were energy drains, and who were not energetically aligned with where I want to go and who I want to be. And I had to look at the people that I had, connected with, if you will, and I had to ask a couple of hard questions. Why did I connect to those folks? Which, clearly that's an energetic thing that I needed to work on. Is their behavior something that I want to emulate? And are they trying to work on those things? And the answer was absolutely not, okay, that they were actually quite proud of those behaviors and embraced those behaviors, which they certainly have the right to do, just as I have the right to say, that's not who I am, that's not who I want to be. Blessings to you, I hope you eat, but not at my table, right? So I had to make some decisions like that pretty early on in this retrograde. And then I had to make some decisions yesterday. And I like what Rose said. She said this. She said, you cannot worry about when you cut certain areas out, okay, of what you're focusing on, what you're pouring your cup, okay, into your energetic, right? She said, you can't give a flying fuck what other people think, how they judge you, because no one knows what's really going on but you. Okay, and I'm going to tell you, a lot of people probably wouldn't understand some of the decisions I've made. I've had to do that for my own sanity and my own mental health, okay? And that is what I have done. And I have done that in an unapologetic way, and I cannot tell you the peace after making that decision. And that was pivotal. That decision was not just pivotal for right now. That was a huge life decision of a demon that has haunted me for 57 years. So it was pivotal. And I don't mind giving props where props are due. Miss Roxaful kind of helped me talk through what I kind of already was thinking about doing, and and helped me to see some things. And then that video from Rose was just confirmation. You cannot worry. You have to do what you know is best, and you have to have no fucks to give about what other people say, what they feel, how they judge you, if they stand in judgment towards you. And you don't owe anybody a damn thing, particularly when they are energy vacuums and energy drains, and those things are not accomplishing a thing for anyone involved, for anyone. And the longer that you feed into that, and I'm talking to myself, the longer you're going to be drained, and the more you are going to be draining yourself of your peace. And you guys know me well enough to know that my peace and my surroundings being peaceful is very, very, very important to me. I lived a lot of years of my life without peace, some of which was my own doing, okay? But with that being said, that has made me appreciate the peaceful environment that I have created for myself and all the more. And it is pure gold. And I'm telling you, if I had nothing but the peace alone, and I have so many other things to be grateful for, but let's just focus on the peace. If I just had that alone, that would make me rich. That would make me wealthy, and that would make me feel abundant. And I think personally that having lived a lot of years of my life without that peace gives me a unique perspective in my ability to appreciate that than had I just been born with, great circumstances and all of that thing, right? So, because of those things, I feel like I was set up to be more grateful to be more naturally grateful whenever I do have that peaceful environment and whenever I do make the cuts energetically that I need to make. And so, that is what I was up to as it relates to Venus retrograde, and then now we've got Mercury retrograde. So I hope this is helpful to you guys. Again, the reason I share from my personal experience over the last few days is because I think it is very relevant to what is going on from an astrological standpoint. And I am no astrologer. You guys know that. But I do know about enough to be dangerous. But I do follow people who I do respect as far as their knowledge of astrology. And I listen to people who I feel like have a good knowledge of some of my personal situations, okay, if you will. So with that being said, many blessings to all of you. I wish you all so much peace and happiness and healing. And right now, the universe is talking to us. And, I really feel like it's for our own benefit if we just listen and embrace these messages, as painful as they may be, right? So much love and light to all of you guys. Thank you for watching.